Happy Friday, everyone. Good to see you all. Welcome back. Good to see, hope everyone's getting ready for the Christmas holidays. Let me just get a little chat back. See everybody here loud and clear. All right, good to see you, Lawrence, Brian, everybody on social media. Welcome. Happy you guys made it here on Friday. I think a lot of people are taking off. I can't believe it. But it's probably got to be one of the biggest audiences we had a day before, big weekend before Christmas. So that's good to see. It's good to see. Well, you know what, you guys, I'm glad you showed up this morning, because we're here at Cyber University, and you know what? There's some stuff that's moving on this morning. Let me tell you, our swing trades that we've been focusing on, Coin, Mara, I mean, they just have not stopped. Every day, it's like a new adventure. Once again, it's not about just day trading. It turns into a swing trade. So, you know, getting back to some of these stocks that we traded, Coinbase, I mean, just look at this beautiful stock. I mean, just literally, I am just so ticked off at myself that I sold. I had a big position in it, sold it, bought it back, had to buy, you know, a fraction of what I paid, but I'm in it, whatever it is. But what an unbelievable thing. I mean, listen, January is right around the corner. I told you this. We were talking about it since November. Stock's already up 100 points. Mara is even better than that. If you look at Mara, by the way, and look at this little move right here, Mara literally at that time was at $10, not even 70. And you could see it's up about 17 points at the highs, and it's still looking strong. By the way, is it ever too late to buy a stock? Never too late, okay? You know when it's too late? To sell a stock, okay? Because you don't want to be too late selling the stock, because you know what ends up happening. You get married to these things, you get crushed. But anyway, there's been a lot moving on this morning. Want to talk about what happened yesterday. Hold on, let me just bring up something really quick here. So yesterday, we had a couple of some really decent movers. And let's check them out before we go through the good watch list of stocks that we had. So it really wasn't bad for a holiday week. We had this LTRY. Want to bring this up right here and just show you what happened here yesterday. So you can see this stock. And let me just blow this up a little bit bigger. We'll look at the Bookviewer in a minute. So this stock just literally at 1 o'clock just obviously just took off, went from a price for $1.50 all the way to a whopping $6. You know, I was talking to some students. I know we're going to talk a lot of you. And Leonard, I mean, I know you're a trial member, and I know those people in social media don't realize this, but when's the last time you ever seen a stock go up 100% in one day? Well, how about 200%? How about 300? How about 500%? We had about 5 of them this week, okay? Some of you have never seen one, never been in one. And you know what? You're going to probably miss a lot of them in your C2, but they're there every day. So don't always get caught up that you got to jump into these positions and you miss this and miss that. There are these big movers all the time. And, you know, and shockingly, and I was actually quite shocked that this is actually, this day today was this week, past 2 weeks actually, was as good as it was, because it usually is not like this, you know, year over year. So anyway, that was one stock that moved pretty well. MULN. That was another nice little move right there. You could see this one, just literally $7 stock up to $18. And you know what? It kind of picked up some momentum right around 10:30, but it seems like 11 o'clock, these things have been moving, and you know, right around this time of the year. And this is where those things had some good moves, but what a nice little mover on that one too. So oops. Out of the way. All right, so we had that one too. 2 really big runners. HIVE is another one that had a nice little push. You could see I went from 4 to 5, and then obviously, just keep telling you, Coin and Mara just all look really nice. All right, and you know what's starting to move too? What we talked about. There's these mining stocks also. So now everyone's starting to be like, holy crap, is there anything else in the industry? You know what? Some other stocks, even other Bitcoin stocks are starting to move too and start following along. So just be very careful, okay? Remember, we specifically focus on trading stocks, not investing in them, not into like jumping around in different markets, but we're only believe in it or don't believe in it, okay? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, did you make money? Did you find something that moved? That's all that matters. So let's get right into the open. Let's see what's moving, because there are quite a few stocks that are moving this morning. Now, there was a stock right here that's moving up pretty nicely, which is the RMCO. Now, if you notice, I changed my screens around a little bit. On the left-hand side, we got the NASDAQ Bookviewer, so you guys could see a little bit more of the orders. And then I had a simpler version of the execution system on the right. And we have our one-day chart and we have our yearly chart. So it gives a little bit of perspective of where we're at. And if we always could customize it, I can make it to a week chart. I can do it to a month chart. I can do it to a day chart, whatever it is. That's why it's good to have good tools. Also, remind you, we don't use indicators because indicators do lag. And that's why we want to see the future, not focus on the past. But anyway, this stock is moving pretty decently. Nice little move. Is there a couple iceberg orders? Not as many other than late. You could see I got a couple of thousands. I set my defaults. By the way, next week, I'm going to start doing a series on how to set up the Bookviewer. So please, if you're watching on social media, make sure you give us a thumbs up on the meeting, click the bell, and subscribe to the channel, all right? And if you want to join our trading room on the top left-hand corner, you can take your phone, scan that QR code. If you watch this recording, you can always come and join us later. But I'm going to do a big series how to set this thing up. I've been getting a lot of requests on it. So I'm going to do like a nice little, like maybe several different videos on it, nice short clip videos. But anyway, not really that much action in it as supply goes on that. And even on level 4, I'm not even seeing that much. So, but it's going on a watch list because you know what? Stock traded 11 million shares. It is up 118%. RMCO, but we're not going to get too cocky today. Mark in the cyber group room says Fausto, a firm is moving again. Really, shocker. Thing's been moving again. It sure is. Look at that. That thing is moving pretty good. So firm is moving up pretty nicely too. Thanks for sharing that. That's why we're a team over here. AFRM on the left-hand side. Not that many orders out there. I mean, only problem with a firm, if you notice on level 2, is that the tier size is a little small. So we're going to be careful of that. But we'll put a firm on the second watch list. All right. AFRM. All right. A couple other ones I want to point out over here that also moving. We had this one, NXPT. This one moved a little late. It was great. $8.45, $1 stock. Boom, a whopping $2.50. Great move. I know a lot of you saw this a little bit earlier, and we're trading it. It's got some good orders out there. I'm seeing a little bit of, a couple of 2,000s, 3,000s. Not a lot over here. I see a big seller here for 8,000 at $4. Obviously, it's way out of the way, out of the money, but just be careful. Tier size is a little small on it, but we're going to put this one on the list right here, NXTP. And okay. The issue I have on level 4, I'll slip this in over there. I'll show you really quick. There was an order out here. It did get executed, so that kind of gets me a little nervous. All right. So nothing really crazy there on my level 4, but I can kind of see by just reading the ticker over there on the left-hand side, see what's going on. Next on that list, what do we have this? SMFL. So this one also very inexpensive stock. You could see this is the one that we traded from yesterday. All right, SMFL. And I'll put up a 2-day chart on this one. So this stock moved from $1 over to $3. It's moving again. It's up about 60%. It's got some resistance levels from yesterday around $2. You could see right, was it 250? I'm sorry. I can see a couple of 4,000, 3,000 share sellers. But if you notice, there are a lot more sellers than buyers on the Bookviewer. You got 28,000 versus 56,000. So it might trend down a little bit because it is close to that 250 resistance. But if it does break it, like it did yesterday, it could be back on the watch list, which you obviously know I'm a big fan of bottom fishing. $150 stock last year. Thing went down to $1. Unfortunately, that does happen. People do get caught up on that. All right, another stock that just kind of made a big move. I don't know if this is really true, but this is obviously a reverse stock split. And even with a reverse stock split, stock went to 2,000, back down to $5. My God, this thing got destroyed. Would you say, huh? It was literally a $32 stock. I don't know what the hell that is. That could be. I guess my chart, it hasn't factored in all the stock splits on it, but this, yeah. So it was with all the stocks was 2,000 back down to 5. Shoot, that's even a lot worse than SMFL. Anyway, it's going back on the watch list. The thing is moving up pretty decently. GMBL. It just went, look, it just popped about $1 right here. So just remember, traders, when stocks do reverse stocks, ooh, there's no sellers out there too. Kind of explains it. Okay, look at all those orders out there. Kind of explains it, why it's doing that. Anyway, thumbs up on that one. We're going to be watching that one. All right, what else do I got going on over here? 21%. This is a buyout right there. RXLB is another one that we had here on the watch list. Good volume, good trend, 1 million shares, 16%. It's not up a lot. That one's not terrible. Put that on our watch list. RKLB. 20,000 share seller right here. So now we're seeing a couple of big block orders. So that looks pretty good. RKLB. You could see that 529 makes sense over here. That was around, early this morning before 7 o'clock. Looks nice. I like that one. All right. Couple of other stocks that also, a couple of New York Stock Exchange. NCL. This stock got destroyed, okay, the other day. It was $16, went down to $2. And NCL, all over that one. Keep an eye on that one. That one's going on the watch list. And we're not going to trade it, but I got to talk about it. Nike, okay? Nike is getting crushed. Okay, obviously it must have been earnings that came out. Nike's been having a pretty decent run from 90 all the way to 120. And long-term chart, I don't know if it's probably going to be a short because if it keeps trending like this, it's not looking too good. But it is expensive. And still could go down 100 more points. Anyway, regarding about Nike, just kind of point something out really quick. Concern about Nike. Listen, love the shoes, hate the shoes, whatever it may be. This is what happens when you trade brand name stocks. So I always get nervous trading some inexpensive stocks or whatever it is. You want to trade an expensive stock? It could happen. It could happen. You're afraid to trade cheap stock? It could happen to expensive stock. So this is what you got to look out for. But anyway, nice little move right that might be a short. So anyway, we're going to a huge weekend because Christmas falls on a Monday, okay? Which means no one's going to probably come back till Tuesday, Wednesday. And then what's going to end up happening, you got New Year's Eve, that's going to happen the same exact day. So Mondays, it's not Christmas is on a Sunday or a Saturday, but Mondays and Fridays are long weeks. So just remember, we're all closed. So if you're watching internationally, we're not going to be here. But just be very careful of today. Okay. Let's not spoil our Christmas. Let's kind of work a lot nickels and dimes. You saw what happened the last couple of days. Some stocks make big moves. They do it quickly early in the morning and they back off and then something happens in the middle of the day. All right. So, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, for everybody, wish you all a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes when the market opens up. If you make your day's pay and you leave, enjoy your weekend. You deserve it. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday. All right. Same to you, Lita, and everyone on social media. Thanks for listening in. Let's try to make this a good one. All right. Let's try to make a nice little happy Christmas. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And we'll see you in 15 minutes when the market opens up. Once again, if you're watching social media, give us the thumbs up, like us, and don't forget to ring the bell. All right. Have a good day.